Hey guys, it's Brian here, and so I'm back with another video today. Clearly, this one's not going to be another recommendation type video, so if that's what you're waiting for, I am so sorry. I'll try to remember to leave my manhwa recommendation playlist down below in case you haven't checked that out. But yeah, I think today we're going to do a more of a controversial type of video, if you will. I feel like some people might not agree, and that's fine, that's fair, because I've changed my mind for how I used to think of things. But yeah, let's just hop right into the video. So today's video, I'm gonna share my experience with manga versus anime, because yeah, I feel like when I first started reading manga and watching anime, I started watching anime way before I read manga, but I feel like I'd always hear people and they'd always go off saying how the manga is so much better. Like for most anime, like 90% of anime, the manga is always better. And I remember I always kind of rolled my eyes at that, and I was like, sure, whatever you say, like a bit dramatic, but go off. But honestly, I'm kind of like, I agree with them now. Like, it's been a while, it's been a few years. My manga and anime experience isn't too grand, if you will. I've probably read and watched maybe like 7 anime, and that I've also read the manga because I've enjoyed the anime so much, or vice versa. I read the manga and then I wanted to check out the anime. There are also a few that I've either watched the anime and haven't read the manga, but I've picked up the manga, but like I haven't read enough of it to compare the two. But yeah, so I'll just jump in and share my experience. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I might just talk about each manga / anime. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that is what I'm gonna do. This is probably gonna be a rambly video, so I recommend watching in 2x speed if you don't want to hear too many rambles. I also should suggest getting a tea because I have one. But alright, let's talk about my experience with manga versus anime. Let's talk about one of the first ones that I remember quite well. I am very behind in the manga with it currently, but it would probably be Yona of the Dawn. I first watched the anime and really enjoyed it, figured odds are I'm not getting a second season, so I decided to pick up the manga, which has a bunch of chapters. I want to say there's over 100 now. And like the manga, in my opinion, is just as good as the anime. I can't think of too many differences. It has been a while since I've picked it up though, but I do know the anime pretty well. It is kind of like another one of my comfort anime, if you will. I have the DVDs for it because I like it that much. I also have a few of the manga. I would absolutely adore seeing it animated. From what I've seen of them, what they've animated so far, no complaints. And yeah, it's such a shame because I really don't think we're gonna get another season of it, but I feel like it definitely is an anime that deserves a second season, and it is a touchy subject for me and makes me very salty, but it is what it is. And alright, so I think I'll talk about my next one, which if you're familiar with my channel and you're a subscriber, you'll know I talk about this anime / manga quite a lot, but I'd say it is Fruits Basket. And so again, both very good. The manga does go into more detail and have more information, like it usually is. I will admit that usually is the case. The manga does carry more details that the anime just, I guess, decide isn't as important or don't have enough time to put into the series. But Fruits Basket is a solid one. If you're not about the manga, if you're not about reading, definitely check out the anime. And if you're not about the anime and prefer manga, definitely check out the manga. I will say that illustrations are a lot better for me personally in the anime. I really enjoy the animations and like art styles and that. Like I really like pretty art, pretty animation. And like the manga's fine, but you can definitely tell that it is like an slightly older manga, just from the drawing styles. Like to me, it more gives off like an early 2000s, 90s vibe, which I believe the anime originally came out in the early 2000s, the first round of it, that only was 1 season. But yeah, from what I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about the second go of the anime, because I've only watched, I think, like 7 episodes of the original anime that ended up being a no-go because, yeah, it just wasn't as good. I will say the anime, I feel like, adds some things that the manga doesn't do, and it also leaves out some things that the manga doesn't do. So if you want the full story to a T, definitely check out the manga. But from my experience, both were very enjoyable. So this one's another one that it's been quite a while since I picked up the manga, but we're gonna talk about it anyways because I've watched and read it in both forms, and it is Noragami. I believe I watched the anime first, loved it, found out there was a manga, an ongoing manga at that. So I read quite a bit of chapters of it. I am, again, very behind in the chapters. I'm trying to think of the differences. I can't really think of the differences, but I do enjoy seeing it animated. As much as I love manga, I will say I have a slight bias that I do prefer anime a lot of the times, even though the manga a lot of times has more information, is better in that. But just I really like seeing like the flow of things and seeing everything go, especially if there's a fight scene. Like, I don't know, manga fight scenes don't really do the most for me. I definitely prefer actually envisioning it by watching it move on screen, if that makes sense. But even saying all that, I can respect that the manga usually is better. It kind of hurts me saying it because I was someone that always thought people are so dramatic about it, but like, usually the manga is better, guys. It is. But yeah, I definitely have to catch up on that manga. I do have intentions on doing so. I just haven't yet. But if you have watched the anime, definitely recommend checking out the manga. If you've watched the if you've read the manga, definitely recommend checking out the anime if you haven't already. Alright, so this one. I feel like I already know where everyone's gonna stand on this one, and I do agree. I just feel like the anime didn't deserve all the backlash that it got to a certain extent. Like, the anime wasn't good. Sorry. The anime wasn't that good, but it still was enjoyable if you've never read the manga. And if you can't tell what we're talking about, we are talking about The Promised Neverland. And so I watched the first season of the anime, and then I didn't want to wait for the second season, so I picked up the manga, finished it in like, I don't know, a month, a week. I don't know how long it took. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. That being said, I just more recently did finish the second season / the final season of the anime, and here's how it happened. So I put it off for so long because everyone talked so negatively about the second season that I was like, you know what, maybe I don't need to watch it then, because if it's that bad, like, what's the point? Like, I already know how it ends. I enjoyed the manga. Like, why ruin a good thing? But I kind of just gave in, and I wanted to see what everyone was talking about. And honestly, I feel like manga readers were a bit fucking dramatic. Like, there, I said it. It wasn't the greatest. It definitely wasn't the greatest, but if you went into the second season not knowing absolutely anything about the manga, it was enjoyable. Last episode, not terrible, but not the greatest either. I'll give them that. Like, the last episode, the ending was literally a slideshow, like people said, and I 100% agree with that, because the manga just had so much more, and I feel like the animators, the animation company, should have made it a third season. Should have just went in for the third season and gotten more out of it, because everyone enjoys the one, oh my god, what is the scene? It's golden something, whatever. If you read the manga, you know the one I'm talking about, that the anime skipped over for no reason. They should have 100% included it, and I don't disagree, and I get where people are coming from, but I'm just more or less looking at it from a point of view, if you didn't read the manga, I think Promised Neverland, the second season, was fine. Was it incredible like the first season? No. But like, it was fine for what it was if you went in with no knowledge. So yeah, like, I get the hate on it, but I feel like the hate is just people also just being a little bit dramatic, but I get it from the stance if it's your favorite manga and you're so excited to see it animated, and then you go in and watch that. Like, I get it. I get the disappointment and all that, but I don't know. I feel like I get both sides. But yeah, like, I just went in expecting it to be absolutely terrible, and it wasn't absolutely terrible. It just wasn't to its full potential, I guess. So yeah, manga definitely better for The Promised Neverland. The second season was fine. It wasn't incredible, but like, I'd probably watch it again, I think. Like, I wouldn't not recommend it to someone that hasn't read the manga. That's where we'll leave myself with that. Alright, so the next one is Blue Spring Ride, and I read the manga first, and then I watched the anime. The manga, I really enjoyed it. It's a typical high school romance kind of thing. I've read many things similar to it, I'm not gonna lie. And so I decided to watch the animation because, like, it was pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was just really pretty. And it was good, but it was a letdown. Again, it's another kind of Promised Neverland in the sense for me, like, if you didn't read the manga, you'd probably enjoy it. There's not too much like romance in it, like if you want like kissing and that, but I feel like anime never really jumps right into relationships like that anyways, so yeah. But yeah, I think the anime was made so people check out the manga. Like, I feel like it was just like a teaser, and that could be a lie, but that's just the vibe that it gave off for me. Like, it was fine. Again, it was cute, but I definitely would recommend reading the manga over the anime, like Promised Neverland. Now the next one is another comfort anime of mine, and it is haikyuu. Love it, can't get enough of it. I don't think I talk about it that much on my channel, like Sorry, there's a fluff. Like, I don't think I have actual any videos just on haikyuu. I do have one on Oikawa, but that's about it, I think. But yeah, I love this anime. I've rewatched it many times. If I'm depressed, I put it on because yes. So that being said, I wasn't sure if I wanted to wait for the next season when they play Nakama. And I don't know if I want to know who the winner's gonna be. Like, I'm pretty sure, I feel like I can guess who the winner's gonna be, you know, 50-50 option. But I've been catching up to the manga. I think I'm like 80 chapters in, so I still have quite a ways to go because there's like over 400 chapters, or just a bit over 400. Just as good. I really enjoyed it. I will say I think I am slightly biased just to enjoying the animation, since it is like a sport and there is like a lot of movement in that. As nice as the manga drawings are and all that, I do appreciate being able to actually see the ball moving and that, and real movement. But that's just me personally. I don't know. But from where I am so far, it's just as good. It's pretty, I feel like they're pretty and like similar. I don't think I've noticed much differences, maybe a few, but nothing I can think of at the top of my head right now. But yeah, both very enjoyable. And so the last one, this one I feel like I'm kind of cheating. It is another one of my comfort animes. Hi. Can you tell most of these are anime that I really enjoyed, or manga I really enjoyed, since I wanted to see the other forms of it. But it is Inuyasha. It was my childhood anime. The nostalgia is all there. I have picked up the manga, but I've only read a few chapters of it. And I think that's mostly just because I've seen Inuyasha so many times that like I just know how the story goes so well that like it's just too repetitive for me. From what I've seen, they're really close together. There's not too many differences between the manga and anime, and like I feel like they're very on par with each other, at least just what I've seen. So yeah, I recommend checking out both. Both are just as good in my opinion. And alright, so these ones I've either read the manga or watched the anime, and I've either started, and by started I mean I've probably read one chapter of the manga. So the first one's Horimiya, which actually that's a lie. I haven't read anything of the manga, but I do want to pick it up. But I wanted to mention it in this video just because I really enjoyed the anime. I thought it was really good. It was really pretty, which is why I checked it out, and I heard so many good things about it. And as much as I did enjoy the animation, to me it felt very rushed sometimes, so that's why I wanted to check out the manga, because I feel like they probably skipped out a lot, and like that was just the vibe that I was getting being only an anime watcher of this series. So I do want to check out the manga and just compare the two, because yeah, I feel like it was, even though it was good, it just felt rushed to me, so I feel like the manga might be better. And then so the next one is Chihayafuru. I have watched this anime a bunch of times. I'd say it's basically a comfort anime of mine. I've read I think one chapter of the manga only, so I can't really compare the two, but I do want to, because I don't know if there's going to be another season of it. I'd love another season. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And like, yeah, I want to read the manga and catch up and see how it's playing out right now in the manga. I think there's like over 200 chapters though, so like that's quite a commitment even for me. But yeah, I want to give that one a go and check that out, even though I think the anime is pretty damn good. So I don't know if the manga is gonna, like, I'm gonna enjoy the manga as much as the anime, just because again, it's another sports anime, and I feel like I preferred haikyuu a bit more as the anime than the manga. I feel like this might be the case there as well, but I don't really know. But I wanted to throw it on the list because I am curious, and I do plan to check out the manga because I enjoyed the anime so much. So yeah, if you've checked out both, let me know your thoughts about it. The next one is another one that I've watched the anime only, and I think, no, I did start the manga, but it was years ago actually, and I think it was after I watched the anime. And it is Snow White with the red hair. It was a cute anime. It was a really, really cute anime, and I genuinely don't remember what I started first, the manga or the anime. But either way, I believe the manga, from what I remember and what I've read, was quite similar to the anime. But again, the manga clearly has more, like it usually does. I don't know if I doubt there's gonna be another season of the anime, but that could be very wrong. As much as I enjoyed the anime, I haven't kept up too much with it, but I don't really remember how it ends right now. But yeah, I am gonna check out that manga, so I figured I'd mention it because I feel like the anime is really good, and from what I remember, the manga was similar and very good. So yeah. And then last but not least, I've read, I think, one of the volumes of the manga, but again, this was years ago, and by years ago, I mean quite a while ago, and it is Blue Exorcist. I actually have the physical copy because I watched the anime first, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And again, I can't really compare the two now that I fully think of it. It's just been so long. But I enjoyed the anime, and I feel like the manga is probably just going to be better because it always is, as much as like I hate to admit it, because I always thought people were so dramatic, guys. Like, I know I've said that so many times, but like the amount of times I would roll my eyes at people being so dramatic, talking about how much better manga is. Like, it hurts me a little bit. It hurts young Brienne a little bit inside. but odds are they're usually right. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I did this justice. I feel like I was very repetitive, but I feel like I made my point across. Like, none of these I'd say are bad. Again, Promised Neverland might be a little controversial for some, but like, I feel like, yes, it could have been a hell of a lot better. It deserves, no, I don't want to say it deserves a lot of slack, because like, the anime could have been a lot better compared to the manga. But like, it was fine if you haven't read the manga. Like, it was fine. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know your experience with the manga versus anime. Like, I'd love to hear it, especially if you've read and watched any of the same ones I have. I mean, everyone's opinion is very subjective. People like what they like, and like, you can't force that upon others. But yeah, this is just my personal own experience with manga versus anime. I'd love to hear yours. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff down below. Hopefully this video goes up on this upcoming Monday, and hopefully I'm back to filming and having a normal schedule. We'll see how this goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go, but it does feel really nice to be back and recording. And like, yeah, I am curious to hear from you guys, like, your experience, if you like anime and manga, because usually I feel like most of my followers are manhwa people. But yeah, I'm still not quite back on that manhwa grind yet. Even though I did see a manhwa, and it's something about a zombie. I saw it on TikTok, and I really want to check it out because it looked really good. So I might be back on the manhwa grind soon. But anyways, I'm rambling now. So hopefully you guys had a great day or are having a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.